I've been teaching the Dynamics of Biblical Change course for over 30 years. I've been teaching theology and secular psychology for over 20 years. And how has it changed me? I count it a supreme blessing that I get to teach courses which are actually expressions of who I am as a human being. They are expressions of the way in which God in His great mercy has worked in me as a man who was brought out of a completely secular outlook, living, moving, having my being within the mental health world, and being discovered by God, a God who mercifully intervenes and then sets about this lifelong process of renewing, of reforming, of transforming, of blessing, of caring for and preserving. I am a man who knows how deeply and personally I have been loved and cared for by the God of grace. And that comes out, that finds expression in courses that I get the privilege of teaching. A wise friend of mine who's in the ministry commented, and I just think this is a classic, he said, you know, God puts His strong children out in the business world. He puts the weak ones in ministry so He can keep an eye on them. And it is such a privilege to be continually in the things that are full of life, that call me back to life, that the courses I teach, they aren't just information transfer. They're in a sense testimony of what I believe, of who I am, of the ongoing work of a Christ of exceeding mercy as He shepherds my life. And it makes this question a surprisingly hard one to answer, moving to answer, because my life is so intimately interwoven into what it is that I get to teach in these two particular courses. You might say that theology and secular psychology is, from a certain point of view, is a testimony of the way the living God moves in on a secular person and turns the world upside down. And the Dynamics of Biblical Change is the testimony of how God never fails us or forsakes us. He continues right to the end, our whole lives through, to work in us and to conform us into the image of the man of all joy and all love.